going on? About to get right on into it. I'm cold as shit. Oh my god. Okay, we here though. Now, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? Don't mind me in my blanket. I'm trying to stay warm. But one thing I want you guys to keep in mind is we do have news today at 10 o'clock. So that is something I'm going to be paying attention to. And as of right now, we have another situation where today we didn't have any lows or highs of the day being created during the London session. So it could potentially be another trending day, in which I personally wouldn't enjoy that. But nonetheless, we're going to see what we can get. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my 3-point outline, which consists of the previous day's highs, the previous day's lows. So as you can see, this previous day's high already got ran through early. Yes, right here, matter of fact. So it didn't get ran through, but it damn near got close. And then we immediately started to go the opposite direction. So that's going to be a potential sign that price wants to stay bearish. And honestly, we will see. I don't know if today's going to be a reversal type of day or a continuation from yesterday's trend, but we're about to find out. We're going to get the 12, not the 12, the Asian session range. Boom. Over a little bit. Then we're going to get the 12 a.m. open. Boom. And we're going to see what we can get. So first thing I'm going to be paying attention to is this previous day's high and the previous day's low, because I'm going to be drawing a fib from it to potentially anticipate a retracement to see if price wants to continue its trend. And as you can see, price is slowly coming into this area right here. I want to see price clear the liquidity below these lows right here, as it did. So there is a potential chance that price is going to start to try to retrace, and potentially I'm going to see if there's any higher time frame order blocks maybe in this area in which price is going to try to bounce off of. And look at that, we actually have this 4-hour order block right in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be refining it. So if we go to back to 15-minute, go like this, it is a pretty wide area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it, the 50% tool on my fib, to refine this area. And I'm just going to move it all the way up to here. And once it starts going past this 50% point, at that point there's a high likelihood that price probably isn't going to hold this order block, and it's more than likely going to run for that previous day's low. But we will see. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my price area. So we have 35,000 right up here, 34,800 right in here. Here, let me get this, put out one more. Got 34,800. Next level, we also have, I don't want to use that because price isn't really holding it. We have 34,500 all the way down here by the previous day's low and the 50% of that order block. Then we have these smaller big figure levels such as 34,600 right in here, 34,700, and then 34,900 at the previous day's high. So we'll see what price wants to do. Right now it is showing a potential chance that price is going to want to go higher, but in my opinion I think price still has a little bit lower to go before potentially going higher, in my opinion. So we'll see. As of right now, I'm looking for potential reversal signals, so I'm going to be paying attention to this area here, looking for potential reversal traits inside of this area, and I'm going to just make it yellow, just so you know this is where I'm ideally looking for price to go long at. And I'm going to be looking for reversal signs within that. So now I'm going to send this in a Telegram so I can give everyone an idea what I'm personally looking for. And now we're going to look at NAS 100. NAS 100 is honestly looking like shit, if I'm going to be honest. But we're going to do the same thing, because nonetheless, even if I don't take a trade on NAS 100, I can still use the price action that price has to anticipate a potential move on US30. So we're going to get the Asian session range now that we have the previous day's highs and lows marked up. Boom. Now we're going to get the 12 a.m. open. Boom. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to use this previous day's high, which is going to be over here. I'm not going to use this wick. I'm going to use the highest body candle, which is to the left of this wick, which is the previous day's high. And we're going to use this low down here. Why? Because it's the previous day's low. And the reason I do this is because you're basically just anticipating a retracement on the daily time frame. That's really all it comes down to. And as you can see, currently we are rejecting the 38.20%. So there is going to be a potential chance we start to get a move. In this case, we are coming down at 62%. So it's a little bit higher probability on US 30. But now let's mark up these levels that we are around. We are currently rejecting. Not rejecting, we didn't really tap into it yet, but we are coming up on 14,500 big figure level. And then we also have 14,700 at the previous day's high. 14,600 right in the middle of this range. 14,400 at these lower fib levels that we have. 14,300 at the previous day's low. And then we have 14,800 right in here. So we'll see. We will see how price reacts right now. NAS isn't looking as clean as US 30 in my opinion. But we will see how price starts to move. We're going to be paying attention to lower time frames in this area to potentially anticipate a move. So we will see. We will see. As you see, when price came down and cleared this low, it immediately started to trade higher. So what I'm going to personally look to do is potentially, I'm going to wait for a break of structure to the top side and look for a potential retracement to try to catch that expansion. That's personally what I would like to see, but only time will tell. You just got to be patient and let the market show us what it wants to do. That's really it for right now. Ugh. We'll see. Yeah, guys, we're just gonna be patient and see what happens. Yeah, we'll see. Still early in the day. We got about 20 minutes until the open. But now let me look at this higher time frame. This is the analysis I had on the weekly market breakdown that I had. And as you can see, once we came into this area, when I did this markup, it was when this is when it was open. So this is Friday's candle when it closed. And then I was anticipating price to potentially start to drop lower. And as you can see, price has slowly been consolidating in this area. So price is either going to fly today and keep going higher, or it's going to just overall have a reversal. And if it does have a reversal, I'm still going to try to take advantage of this whole down move, this whole retracement potentially, because when I get into these buys, I'm going to be anticipating price to at least come to 34,800 at least. So that's going to be somewhere that I potentially take off majority of my position in anticipation that price could still potentially still go lower and keep that overall downwards trend. But as of right now, you already know what I'm looking for. We're going to see how price reacts with these levels down here. In my opinion, 34,600 is going to be a pretty good area for me to potentially look for a buy. Why? Because we have the confluence with that 4-hour order block, the 70.50% on that fib long, and we have a big figure 34,600 level. So in my opinion, if I'm able to get in here with about maybe a 50-point stop loss, I think there'll be a good chance that I could potentially catch a good trade in this area. And even if I use a 100-point stop loss, that's still going to be pretty good, considering I could still potentially get a 1 to 2, 1 to 3, maybe 1 to 4 if price really takes off. Makai, you just joined?
Yo,
What's going on, bro?
what's going on, bro?
What you think? What you think we got going on today?
Let me check it out. I just woke up, so
Oh, alright,
I haven't done my markups yet.
Alright, but yeah, Nash is looking like hot dog water. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let you mark it up. They can hear you, so if you talk, they do it. But I'm going to the bathroom real quick.
All right, running here.
right. Fucking brick. Gotta put a whole hoodie on. Let's eat. Of course, of course. But nah, Will, what you thinking? What you thinking?
Mm, really the same thing that you kind of got, to be honest.
Yeah, I hope it's just not another
4 hour
trending day
more
like
so.
yesterday. Cause whenever price has moves like this, and this is like a straight ass line when I wake up, majority of the time it just ends up maybe having a small ass pullback, nowhere near what I expect, and then just continues to trend. We'll see.
That's a 4 hour order block you have right there, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I don't know. We're gonna see though. Ideally, if price would have made maybe a high, clearing this previous day's high, and then did all this, it will give me more anticipation that price is gonna continue going lower. I don't know. I don't like when it never gives me a clear, anything clear. It's just a straight ass down line since 12 a.m. We'll see. I'm probably gonna just, if price can come down to 34,600, I might just take the chance, because at that point, even if I do take that L, it's gonna be pretty high risk to reward if it does play out. And if it doesn't play out and keeps on coming lower, at that point the likelihood of clearing that previous day's low is going to be far more likely. So I might just end up potentially taking that trade down here if price taps into it, but it could just reject this high and 60% of this order block too. So if that does happen, I'll just wait for a potential break of structure on the lower time frame, wait for a retracement to keep on going higher. But I ain't gonna force
I
nothing.
see it playing out though.
Yeah, I think it's, even if it's not a long term move. I was saying earlier, I at least think it's at least could
Yeah.
still come to at least 34,800 before coming back lower. And if it doesn't, and it just trends even lower, shit. Well, it is what it is. Ain't even shit I can say about that.
Literally.
I don't know. Ness, it could reject its 38.20%. Honestly, have that short push. But if it does, then I know that price could potentially still come down. Because whenever we have a move off this 38.20%, it's never a long-term move. Even though it does have its times, majority of the time it'll reject it and then come lower. Maybe 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later. Damn. Man arrested for stealing U-Haul filled with 1,100 pairs of Yeezys.
What the?
Damn. Worth over 250,000. Shit, I hope he sold some. Shit. Niggas stealing U-Hauls. Imagine stealing U-Hauls. You think there's TVs and this is all the same shit. Like, damn. I don't have to put all this shit on StockX. I'm gonna be stocked up for a long ass time.
Man, literally.
They said Skeet hired someone to steal the truck. I'm dead.
9 minutes. Or a bit. That gives me enough time to do this.
Nah, we also got news at 10 o'clock too. So we got news in about
Oh,
38 minutes. Yeah. So one thing I noticed about when we get news at 10 o'clock, a lot of the time those are like reversal times. So price might do his thing. 9:30 maybe have a pullback, but once that 10 o'clock comes, at that point, price should be going wherever it plans to go the rest of the day. That's what I've noticed. Could be wrong though, but for the most part, that's something I've noticed. And based off this daily time frame, after we came into 34,800, price has been consolidating, as I have been anticipating price potentially have this pullback. So I don't know. We just gotta see how price plays out. Because right now, after it cleared this low, we are starting to consolidate on them lower time frames, which is giving me reason to believe price is gonna try to push higher at some point. Maybe not now, maybe in a little bit, but I don't want to end up with missing this move because it looks pretty clean.
Yeah, I hope today just goes good. This week's been shitty.
Not real shit. I've been keeping my losses small, but even then, it's just annoying.
Yeah, me too. It's just sometimes. Yesterday, I overtraded.
I overtraded.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one. That's why I've just been trying to learn with these trending days. Whenever we don't make a low or high of the day during London session, a lot of the time it really does just trend, and that's something I have noticed. So if it does that again today, it's just gonna really solidify that if I don't get those opening moves that I like to see around London session, then I might just not trade that day just off rip, just off the probability of what's more than likely gonna happen. So we'll see. Every day's a new experience, more something to learn from. But right now, price is starting to push, especially on NAS. What time is it? 9:22. If it pushes and breaks a high, short-term high, even if I hop on maybe the 1 minute, we break this short-term high potentially. That's a little bit riskier in my opinion than waiting for this high. But if we break it, I'm gonna wait for potential retracements, potentially maybe this order block right down here. These two down candles.
So and then catch the expansion higher.
Yeah. I don't want to just hop in now because shit, it could just open in 8 minutes and that shit just starts melting again, coming down to maybe 62 or just 34,600 level. So I'm gonna just be patient.
Bro, that's what happened yesterday. I was in profit good the entire time, and then I turned around and look at the TV for a second, and then I looked back at my computer,
What were
and
you in,
there was
buys or
just one
shorts?
candle that just completely wiped me out.
Were you in buys or shorts?
I was in buys yesterday.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, you at least had the trend. Is just I don't know. You know how
Yeah,
these
and then
indices be.
it ended up going up higher like throughout the day, but at the time it was just wrong. It wasn't ready to fly yet.
Where'd you hop in? Like somewhere in here in this consolidation?
Let me.
This is where I'm assuming you probably got in, unless you
Yeah,
got in
that's
a little
exactly where
later.
it was.
Yeah.
6 o'clock in the morning. That 6:30 candle from there up until like
Oh, so you got in around here. This came down, stopped you out, and then it pushed.
yeah, and then that's when it started pushing.
That shit. All right, yeah. Fuck you, pair. Nah, I feel you though. A lot of see, look exactly like this. Here, the perfect example. Yesterday, no low of the day came up. Looked like we could have got a potential retracement. Nah, trending day ain't do shit. Just kept going. And that looks like something that we could potentially get here. Price comes up, maybe consolidates a little bit more, breaks lower. Hopefully not, but only time will tell. We're about to break the structure, so
Yeah, it looks like it.
if we can calm down, I'll probably have maybe. Yeah, I would have like a 20-point stop loss at first. I think that's a pretty good first trade. 25 points. Pretty good risk reward, but we'll see. 30 minute. 30 minute. If we can get an engulfing after clearing this low, that would be amazing. But we got 4 minutes for that, so I don't know about that one. The hour candle. Ideally, I want this hour candle to be an engulfing. That would be best case scenario. But alright, we broke this high. So I'm gonna see if I can get a potential retracement in here now.
Waiting for that too.
Cleared it. Immediately started rejecting. Let's see what we can get. Let's see. Probably gonna take like 2 trades of trades I just said when we get this retracement. And then if that doesn't play out, then I'll wait for 34,600. And if that doesn't play out, oh, it is what it is. Only so much I could do. Yeah, from this high, see here is about 20 points.
Yeah,
right,
I got a 14-point stop loss on mine.
Yeah, I try to keep it a little bit wider just because shit, I don't know. You might have more experience with tight stop losses, but every time I have anything below like 25, I be getting that shit just runs down, claps me up, and then runs away. I'm just like, all right, that's nice. That's tough. Appreciate it. Appreciate you doing that to me. And I be doing this shit live, so I be literally catching myself in 4K getting played. I'm like, yeah, that's not very P of you. P of you 30. Yeah, I don't know. Just I need people to realize. Look how price reacts after clearing highs. So, like liquidity is real. I just want people to realize that. Like before, I said price was I wanted to see it run and come back lower. Price was already down here. So just watching it come up and immediately turn into a wick is very solidifying to my ego.
There it goes. It's starting to fall.
I don't know if I'm.
I
How's the
want to
Nats
be
looking?
risky. Like I want to do a little more aggressive entry and then just buy right here because it's tapping into the order block now, right
I
after clearing the
know.
highs.
I want to see how it is at this open though. That's my main thing.
Yeah, but that's the only thing. I don't want to get in right now. Then 3 minutes later
It
at
just
six
drops.
thirty, it's just gonna completely wipe me out.
That's why, like with these reversals, I always go lower risk than what I would do for a continuation. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna get in here just because I said I would, and I'm gonna be sick if it plays out. But if I take the L, like I said, I kept low risk. I still got enough for the next play. But these reversals are always risky. I knew that off rip. Yeah, it's looking like one of them days. But we'll see. I knew what I signed up for taking this trade. Damn, this is gonna be a fast ass L. Well, we like
Yeah,
that sometimes.
I didn't jump in. Yeah, I kind of hesitated at the
Yeah, I had a
last second.
feeling. Damn, that was a fast L. Tough one right there. Oh, rejected. Nah, it's probably gonna clear those lows though. I ain't gonna get my hopes up.
Yeah, probably.
It's cool. All right, yeah,
And
that
there she
was
goes.
a fast, nice little L. Appreciate that one, 30. Appreciate that one. All right, so I'm giving it to 34,600, and if that doesn't play out, I'm gonna just call it a day. I ain't about to be sitting here. Is it the
It's
open
starting
yet?
to pick up that. It's starting to pick up that volume, getting closer to 6:30. So hopefully it just keeps dropping all the way down there. But we just cleared the liquidity below those lows. So
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I got one trade in me before I say fuck you today. I don't know. These trending days, they've been happening a lot recently, and I'm not a fan at all. Not a fan.
I'm already knowing.
Yeah, Nats start falling too. All right, we'll see. We will see. Worst comes to worst, I just don't take another trade. Whew. No, we'll see. Even if this is the only trade I take today, I'm fine with that. Damn, this is pushing. Oh my god. Damn. Let's see. Once it comes to this 34,600, I'm trying to get in right here. It looks like it kind of missed it though. Hopefully it does. Damn. Damn. What is this bullshit?
Please don't, please don't, please don't, please
Nah,
don't.
it looks like it's
Yes,
probably gonna
yes,
go.
yes. That's what I like right there.
You get in?
Don't do it. No, no, no. It flipped and went all the way down to the bearish
Bro.
candle and then went back to bullish again.
Bro, it's right there. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, it better not miss entry this
Look
time.
at this shit.
If it doesn't, be pissed off.
I don't know how I feel though. I kind of don't want it to engulf and then not keep going higher. I feel like after this, I would rather keep going higher, low key. Damn, is there a 30-second time frame? About to hop on there. Shit.
Yeah, I'm probably about to hop in too.
I might wait for this next candle to retrace a little bit. So I'm gonna draw a fib from this candle. If I can get in at that 30, put 20% or a little bit lower.
Yeah, all these candles are still very bearish on the 1 hour at least.
Yeah. All
4
right.
hours bearish too, right after a fat.
Our last entries right here. 50 points. Worst comes to worst on this one, I'll move it to potentially, I'll only give it about 10 more points to below that 79%. But ideally, the 50 points is what I'm trying to keep it at for right now. Let's see how that plays out. Ideally, 34,800 is my main target. But we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, I'm getting in.
Yeah, I'm in at 644. I always got to put a calculator on. I don't be knowing these pips. Oh, God. 594.
Fuck. Knew this shit was gonna happen, bro.
It's cool. Just give it some time. I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's just going to trend. In my opinion, if it doesn't reverse from these areas, I don't think it's going to trend. Because I think most brokers probably tapped into that 34,600 area. And on this one, I don't think it just did. But I'm still bullish. If it comes and just stops me out, keeps on going, I'm gonna just leave it as is, because the likelihood of it reversing at that point, I just don't want to be in it. Yeah, I don't know. The fib is no longer valid. We'll see, though. We will see. If I take this out, like I said, I'll just call it a day. Quick ass trading day. Not even 40 minutes. It'd be like that sometimes. Some days are longer, some days are just fast. But I'd rather have a fast in and out day because I don't got to sit here and just end up waiting 2 hours to end up losing everything. So, let's see. How's NAS looking? NAS tapped into 14,500, so we should expect some rejection. If we see rejection there, we should keep seeing it on US30. So we shall see. We're already extended as fuck, so. At least get above these highs, ideally. If we can get above these highs, I'll have more faith in holding.
That's what I'm hoping for.
But the longer we stay below, we're in this order block still, but I don't know. I need to see it start to push and create bullish candles and close bullish, because these are just all bearish and rejection candles.
And it looks like it just wants to just keep falling, bro. There she goes.
I'm going to give it 34,600 because that's where we're at currently. But even over here, this 500 level doesn't look like it wants to hold up. Fucking, I'm already in the trade. Worst comes to worst, I just take a lot. Damn, this shit is bearish. See, it's just another example. I'm not even mad. But these bearish days when we don't have those lows or highs today, I'm really about to. If I see it, I'm just not even going to bother. Because this has happened way more than you would, way more than you would think.
I'm just gonna adjust and react.
It's just certain things.
They don't have a lower high of the day, then those are the days that are probably just gonna be a really shitty day. Because there's no really clear direction that you can really like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just tapped into 70%, the 70% order block. I mean, fib.
Yeah, I need to hold above 34,600. That's ideal. Because if it comes anywhere lower, it's not in my favor.
Yeah, it's a 4-hour engulfing. I'm probably just gonna cut my losses tight this morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a little room, like I said, 79% at least.
34,600.
Yeah, that's where we're currently at. We're coming below it now, though.
Yeah, she's blasting through.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if I might hold it either. Like, it's rejecting, but I need to stay above that big figure, and it's not trying to.
Yeah, and there's not really. I don't really see like a order block that it can really.
It's just
bounce off of and react.
It's just this 4 hour, and this 4 hour is already mitigated. Like, this is the 50% down here. Like, it's all the way down to here. I see the reaction it's trying to have, and I'm seeing that this is holding 14,500. That's why I'm trying to give it that room right now. Because I already know it might just come down, try to stop me out, and then reverse. So that's why, in my mind, I'm still going to give it an extra 10 points minimum. So around 65, 66. But once it comes there, then I'm fully out. If I see it wants to reject, I'm just paying attention to how the candles are forming.
That's what it's looking like.
It's
just having trouble.
Just decent momentum.
Higher.
And the lack of momentum is very, very astonishing. Oh, there's NAS. I don't know. Rocking a hard place.
Something.
I'm at 644. 644 minus 597.
It's a good thing I didn't let my friend do this week. She tried to get into trading and stuff this week. I told her, bro, you might as well start on Monday because this week has been terrible.
Nah, I feel you.
I haven't had nothing go in my favor this week so far.
That's why it's just about keeping the losses small, because last week it was the same way for me. But then I ended up just having a good win at the end of the week, and I made up for majority of the losses. So this is always about keeping it small and then keeping wins big. Okay, we did get rejection on NAS. Okay. Just only a matter of time for US30. I just don't feel like I want it to come stop me out and then move where I want it to go, because that should be too annoying.
I just feel like my trading view and my FTMO thing like are on two different
It
things
is
right
different.
now.
It is different. It's different prices.
Yeah, because my FTMO, I mean my trading view keeps going up higher a little bit, but my FTMO just keeps flopping.
Yeah, it's two different liquidity fees. That's why I look at the charts over here, but I always like do my markups, stop loss placement on the actual MetaTrader. Like this is majority just for people to visually see, and me to do the overall markup, because like 15 minute, 30 minute, an hour, the prices aren't going to change that much, but they are a little bit different.
Yeah, because I've been wondering why sometimes like I'll get into a trade on FTMO, but it'll put me up like 30 pips higher than where I actually clicked in.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Nah, I'm low key about to just cut this trade short. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm thinking about it too.
Because
this shit is actually just.
If I can cut it under, I want to cut it under 50 points, and then I'll just call it. Because honestly, the way NAS is looking, it's not even rejecting no more. So if I can get a few more points up higher, I'll call it a day. But if it comes to stops me out, it is what it is. Damn, these trending days
it's
are
not
trash.
Showing any signs of wanting to go higher.
Yeah. Come on, reject a little bit more. Damn, motherfucker.
With NAS, the way NAS, oh my god.
All right, I got out with under 50 point stops. Yeah.
Because NAS is just flop.
Oh yeah, right when I cut it, look at this. US30 wants to come up. It is what it is.
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Over here, this isn't looking.
I would wait till the next candle too, but that's still 5 minutes that we gotta wait before this candle even tells us what the hell it wants to do.
It's not worth it. I just cut it at minus 47 points. So I lost 46. First one 47. So I'm just done for the day. These trending days are garbage. It's hot dog water. That's all I gotta say about this.
I was down 40 something points, and then now this shit just jumped all the way back to 60 within the second.
Yeah, that's why you gotta be fast, bro. Like I don't even, when I look at the trade on here, and then I'm like on the chart, not the chart, the MetaTrader, where you can like cancel it out. Like, you know, the screen where you're just like boop, boop. Like yeah. That's the screen I just sit on, and I wait for it to go to a certain number, then I just cut it fast as shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for it to at least go up a little bit more, but every time I get ready to click it, that shit just keeps dropping.
Yeah, right now I wouldn't even wait, honestly, because this shit is going to hell. But you could wait, but personally, just based off of how both pairs are looking, they don't look like they're gonna come any higher. And watch.
Oh my god, bro.
No, if you use these trending days, like that's why you gotta know with these reversal setups, I always go lower risk, like no matter what. Like say on a continuation, you have so many more signs that you can go off of. The reversals are always the harder trades to catch, but they're always the best paying. So regardless, that's why I like to take them, but I keep them low risk. So I already knew ahead of time that I was only gonna take 2 trades. I knew how much I was gonna risk. I only risk 0.5% on both of them. So I'm only down not a little bit less than 1% for the day. So it is what it is. But say with continuation setups, I'll probably put maybe 1 to 2% risk, because I know if that continuation trade gets stops out, then it's not going to play out regardless, because I have more faith in holding it. And I already know, I'm looking at some shit now, but it is what it is. I ain't even too mad at it. It's just these days be like that. And we still got that news at 10 o'clock, and that's probably when price is going to slowly start to get that bullish momentum.
Bro, I can only lose for this FTMO challenge. I can only lose $273 more before the fucking challenge is failed.
Yeah, just keep risk small. Honestly, just risk that whole thing on like one trade, and then you could probably double it, and then risk the same amount again, even though you have more, and just try to build it up.
Cause I usually just go in with, when I do this, I usually just trade 0.10s.
0.10s. So what, like a one lot, basically. Yeah, that's usually what I do too. Like that's what I was using for both of these trades. Did that, and I had a 50-point stop loss.
Yeah, like I just lost 80 right now on that one. But if I don't know, I'll probably end up taking one more today. If I can find if I can start seeing some rejection from this area, then I
it's
might
more than likely will reject.
More,
it's just where, because NAS is still above 14,500 now.
Yeah.
So it's just everything's just playing. US30 NAS is looking cleaner than US30 as of right now, just because of this 14,500 level, in my opinion. But then at that point, it's like, is it really not gonna come to the fib, and then it's like, is it really worth taking the trade here because it still has a chance of coming down even lower? And that's about 60 to 100 points. It's just nothing clear, honestly. That's why I like continuation moves, but as of recently, they haven't been as prominent. Like, we've just been trending majority of these days, but when we trend like this, it's just higher time frame moves. Like over here, it's probably just gonna end up trying to flip bearish and start to retrace, and that's why it's just moving so bearishly. So we'll see. We'll see. We might be bearish the rest of the week, honestly. So if I go to the hour time frame, look at it from the week, I'm gonna potentially anticipate maybe a retracement all the way down to these levels based off a higher time frame from the previous week's low to the high that we have so far. So honestly, after clearing these highs, Tuesday might have made the high of the week. So that's something I might keep in mind. That we'll probably be printing bearish the rest of the week. Even if we do get a push today, I don't think it's going to be long term. Like I said, maybe 34,800 at best. Damn, it is rejected. It's just not as clean as Nas. I don't like getting in here. It's not really.
Oh my gosh, Nas is old. Bro, I'm about to start looking at Nas again in the morning.
I look at both, but it's like in the moment you wouldn't expect the Nas to flip like this. That's the thing. Like it was all the way down here, clean brick candle, just bricked, and then just starts rejecting.
Every time I know what I'm looking for, and I look at it on US 30, it's just
yeah, US 30 is a big bitch.
Chilled.
Trust me,
then
US 30 is a big bitch.
NAS, and I'm expecting something like a certain thing to happen on NAS, and then it goes down to an area, and exactly what happens.
Yeah, like US 30 is way more volatile.
I'm too busy looking at 30.
US 30 is way more volatile. That's why I look at both now. Like before it was just US 30, but I can't sometimes. The ranges on here be too wide, and I'm just like, bro, I'm not about to risk 150 points for 1 to fucking 2. Ain't no way. I'm gonna be in this bitch for like 4 hours. And the only thing with US 30 right now is like I would want to get in for the buy, but we're so close to 34,500 that it's like the likelihood of it coming down to tap into is far more likely.
Yeah, and that candle's still fat.
Closed in 11 seconds.
Yeah, this one candle has been bullish the entire time. Maybe besides the beginning.
NAS has been rejected majority of the time. That's the thing too. Yeah. So there's still this next candle is probably gonna push, but for US 30, I don't know.
But there goes the candle right there. And look how it opens up automatically. There goes NAS too.
Yeah, that's just tough. Yeah, it's 34,500, like I said. See, if I would have gotten, yeah, it is what it is. Only so much I could do. I'm just watching at this point. But once it breaks that previous day's low, yeah, I'm going. Because at that point, it could either reverse. But like earlier, we got close to this previous day's high, never did it. So at this point, it looks like just another trending day, like I was saying earlier. So it's good that I could kind of spot them beforehand now, though. So it's slightly better. But I still had to take the L to gain that experience. But it is what it is. Short day, not even 10 o'clock.
I'm not gonna lie. I might be done with 30 today. NAS is looking a little more like it's.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother with US 30. US 30, NAS can still come down these areas down here, 14,400, reject this fib. And this is already, the whole daily range is literally already here. Came to previous day's high during London. It's at the previous day's low during New York. And then we have the news in 15 minutes. That's probably going to be what we get that push higher. But even then, who's telling if it's going to be good news or bad news? It could just have a small push and then keep on coming lower. And I don't know if I feel like I want to risk all that shit. Might just wait till tomorrow.
Looks like it's starting to reject a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like it, but shit. You already know how that should be. I look at NAS now, it's coming back lower. And they usually just follow each other. So even though this had a rejection, this had a rejection too. And it still just kept. Next candle just melted. Best case scenario is just wait for a break of structure. Then wait for price to retrace into it. Like that's the best case scenario, honestly. So you don't get clapped up trying to buy too early. And at least you'll get a break of structure to solidify that price is more than likely going to try to go that direction.
I probably wouldn't even take another one today. I don't know.
Yeah, Nash is looking a little bit potentially more cleaner. It just depends how it reacts when it comes a little bit lower. Like right now, I wouldn't personally, but once it comes down to 62% and 14,400, from there you can probably think about some other positions. And if you look at this consolidation over there, we also have this area you could probably buy off of. That 4-hour order block in here also. Look at that. Not gonna lie, NASA's looking a little bit better. This area right here on NASA is looking pretty clean, 14,400.
Mm-hmm.
And US 30, I want to say it's gonna go higher, but I've been wrong twice already. So what do I know? I think 34,200 hit TP, calling US 30. You were shorted. Good shit, bro. Good bears trades today in London. Oh yeah, if you caught bears, caught sells in London, you're up right now. It's only been bears since London. Shit, if I were you though, just make sure you take some off at 34,500 because we probably will get a retracement, if not now, within the next 15 minutes. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, I don't know. It's not really moving that much now. Yeah, these trending days are just garbage. And looking at the higher time frame, it wouldn't make sense for me to honestly try to get some buys on US 30s. The only buys we'll probably get are just going to be probably short-term retracements. And if you look at NAS on the daily, yeah, I mean, it still could reject off these areas down here and keep going higher. I don't know. It is rocking hard, please, honestly. Only time will tell. But hold on, if this, it's about to fill in this gap here too. I don't know. We'll see how NAS plays out. Oh. Yeah, matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, it is rejecting the 50% of that 4-hour order block now.
Yeah.
So let me do this. Let me fix this order block. So instead of it being there, I'm gonna put it all the way back to the bottom. Let's see how that changes my perspective. It does give me a little bit more of a trust in holding this. 50 points maybe. I don't know. It's rocking a hard place. Rocking a hard place. Because this fib is no longer. This fib is killed. Fib
Yeah,
is
that shit's already violated.
That's just a dunion. Oh no. Part of me wants to get in at 34,500, put a 100-point stop loss, and just let it run the rest of the day. And if it stops out, kept it low risk. But if it plays out, I could potentially get maybe 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and just make back the losses. Maybe. Or I could wait, try to hop in on NAS instead.
500 and the 50% of that 4-hour order block right in this area. So I hope that it starts pushing from here.
I just don't see why, if we're gonna get this close, why we wouldn't run the previous day's low. That's my main thing right now. Like, it's so close, I don't see why it would do the same thing it did up here, where it just didn't tap into it. Unless it just ends up being a real just rangy day. But honestly, maybe if I can hop in on NAS instead with a 50 point, and just let that run maybe. I don't know.
The previous day low still 200 pips away.
For what, NAS?
For US 30.
You said how many?
290 or 194.
Nah, right here. Look, right over here. If you look at my chart, it's like right when it opened is the low from yesterday. Since it was just a trending day. You might be using the day before that's low though.
What are we on the 20? Oh yeah, we're on the 22nd. I mean the 23rd. I'm tripping.
Yeah, they're pretty significantly close, but yesterday was like a trending day, so this low is just like when it opened. And price isn't even moving right now. We're losing that momentum, which is a pretty good sign for bullishness, but yeah, we're starting to get this bullishness. kind of want to see if we could come down and tap into 34,500 though, and I try to get in there because if I can get in at that big figure level, I can hold a better stop loss trade. I don't know. I kind of want to take NAS though, but in my opinion, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if these are gonna be long-term up moves. I feel like there's gonna be short-term retracements. Might be better off waiting for a real good short, honestly. And this 30.20% looks like it's probably at 34,700. Yeah, and this consolidation.
Well, Nash just hit the 70% too. I see why you're telling me you probably want to do stick Nash. I don't know. 30 starting to have that little rejection now with that doji.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I can get in at 34,500, that would be ideal for me, but I don't want to hop in here because even from here to 34,500 is like an extra 30 points, 30, 40 points, yeah. And then if I use a 50-point stop loss and it comes down again, I'm automatically out.
We still haven't even cleared the highs on the 1 minute, so as soon as those highs get cleared on the 1 minute, then I'll probably look to retracement and then look to buy.
If I'm getting in, I just want to get in lower than these fib levels because if I get in around here and we start rejecting, it's gonna be a immediate stop loss type of trade. Worst comes to worst, I just don't take another trade. We always got 2 more days in a week. Better trading opportunity.
Oh, I would have been in profit with Nas if I would have bought that shit as soon as it hit the 70%.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, bro.
I just don't have anywhere where I could have put a proper stop loss.
I mean, it's better just to watch how it moves. Damn, I'm watching everyone that on Instagram trade niggas or selling US30. I don't know, just with these trending days, these are the only days I could honestly justify buying and selling at high prices. Like, these are the only days I can honestly justify because if we would have sold at, say, 930, would have dropped on NAS. We would have sold around 930 over here, immediately dropped. And these are only on trending days, though. Like, me, on a normal day, you'll never see me buying or selling. Like, selling in these areas, you'll never catch me doing it. And buying up here, you'll never catch me doing it. But with these trending days, I'm starting to notice these might be the days that those just play out. Trying to see if I can get a retracement of some sort to try to go long, but I'm looking at NAS. NAS is still rejecting crazy. It wants to come above 14,500. It looks like it's gonna push again. Let's see if I can come down to 62%. I'll hop in. Probably it's gonna be with a wide stop loss, though. Like probably like 100 points, like I said. To the 100 points at least, I will be able to justify just holding it and leaving it, let it do what it do, and it won't stop me out immediately. Yeah, it looks like we're trying to get back above 14,500 now. NAS, 15-minute crazy rejection. I don't know. I'm gonna just wait for this retracement on US30. Like I said, if I don't get it, I'll just let it run.
US30, don't do this. You're fucking us up all morning. And now that you've given us a good opportunity, do not leave without us.
Nah, real shit.
If this bitch starts to fucking fly, I'm gonna be hot.
Worst comes to worst, I just waited for a retracement of that 5-minute order block because it'll happen eventually.
Yeah, we just cleared the highs, so now we're just waiting for that retracement.
Like, at least we're getting a better directional bias, so I'd rather wait for that good directional bias, because if it keeps on pushing, it'll just give me more reason to believe that's gonna have a more likelihood of keep going. Alright, so we clear these highs to the left. Let's see if this is where we have that retracement, or if it's gonna be a higher high. We will see. Nash is looking. I'm mad. Nash missed my 62% by pips, by literal pips.
Jesus Christ, Nas.
Yeah, it's looking like a reversal day. Coming into 10 o'clock. 3 minutes. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still waiting for my fucking entry, fam. Come on, 30. Hold 50 points, man. 50 points wouldn't be that bad either, honestly. Below 34,500. If we can come back to that 62%, I'm in there like swimwear. Oh yeah, we coming back down. This is gonna be the last one. After I take this, I'm probably just gonna watch for 5 minutes and I'll probably just let it do what it do. And just go do what I gotta do. This is probably gonna take a little bit longer to play out, in my opinion. Come on, I want to see ideally come back to that 5-minute order block right here. Come on. Come on. Come right in here. Right in there.
Fall. Yes, a little more.
Okay, I'm hopping in on FTMO. It is a little bit different on the here, but on FTMO it tapped into it. So if you see it, that 5-minute order block on FTMO did tap into it. I got it at 558, so I'll have my stop loss at about 50 points right now. This shit starts melting. You win, US30. You won today. That's all I'm gonna say. You won. Nah, this is the last trade though.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
take a shit after this. I'm just letting it. I'm gonna let it run. Targeting ideally still same target, same trade idea. We'll just see how it plays out. If it plays out, I could potentially get a 1 to 5 if it plays out fully. But worst comes to worst, like I said, my stop loss 100 points, and even if I have a 100-point stop loss, I still got a potential 1 to 3 almost. That's if it runs. But how's Nas looking? Nas is still somewhat rejecting. Yeah, I'll give it time. Yeah, I got my main stop loss at 100 points just to give it that room. But I have like a dash line at the 50 points. So worst comes to worst, we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. There's still a lot of room, so I'm just gonna allow it to do what it has to do. But the way it is rejecting, lost some momentum. Oh, there's Nas, you little bitch. Hopefully they just don't follow each other. I just need US30 to do its own thing because the confirmations right here are pretty good in my opinion. So we just gotta let it do, let it run. Wide stop loss. I'll shorten it once we get past these highs again. We can get back above these highs.
30, please.
Yeah, just what I would do for you, bro. Lower the lot size, a wider stop loss, and just let it run. Because worst comes to worst, you could just cut it in half at the 50 points, like I'm gonna do, and then at that point you'll still keep the loss small.
I have a 70-point stop loss, but I have a dash line too at like 40 pips just in case.
Here, matter of fact, before anything, I'm gonna put an alert at this low.
Facts. That's what I always do. I always have an alert at the recent low. That way, if it ever gets triggered, then I know that my fucking bias is going the wrong way.
Yeah. I'm gonna just let it do what it do. It looks like it's gonna end up playing out. Shit, what do I know?
Right now, I'm in a little bit of profit, so I'm kind of hoping that it just stays that way and just keeps flying higher.
Yeah, I just want to watch so I could break even. Like I know it's not gonna fully play out now. I just want to be able to break even because I don't like going to do shit and then I come back and I'm at a loss. I'm like, damn, bro, shit, it is waited. I'm gonna change this fib that I had on Nas. This one's looking better. I think this is the one that you had from this low from like yesterday's New York session. fib. What do I have the fib drawn to? Oh, there it's falling. It's cool. I'll give it enough room to come back to 34,500 if it really wants to. But after that, I'm just gonna let it. I'm just gonna cut that shit. 34,500. If it doesn't hold that, well, it is what it is. Trending day for you. Yeah, I'm gonna give it like 5 minutes, and I'm just call it. Just let it do what it does. I'm gonna go take a shower and just go to the gym. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just call it now. I'm not even gonna watch because the lack of momentum is crazy. We have that news that came out just now, so I'm either gonna come back from the shower at a loss or I'm gonna be into some profit and I could break even. So whatever happens, I'm fine with me. It's all about just managing the risk, knowing how much you're risking per position, not risking too much. So even though if I take this last third L, it's not gonna take me out the game. I still have enough to trade tomorrow, the rest of the week, and next week. So that's how I think about it. And with the way price is pushing, it looks like that
Yeah, the
momentum.
hours it's starting to flip a little bit bullish. The 30 minutes going bullish. 15 has gone bullish.
15 minutes
And
and
so has
engulfing
the
now too.
smaller
So
time frames.
if we can close in 10 minutes bullish on the, if in 10 minutes we close bullish on the 15 and close a bullish engulfing, then we should be good. But anything lower, I'm just gonna let it do what it has to do. But like I said, I'm just gonna call it a day here. I'm gonna let it run. I'll keep the Telegram updated with the trade. I'm done for the day. Where do you see the news? If you check my FX book, or you can check Forex Factory. They're all websites that'll tell you the times the news comes out. And if you want to know, I'm US 30 and NAS 100. It gets affected by USD news, so make sure you have that toggled and you're not looking at fucking like GP, like fucking German news. German news expecting US 30 to go up. I'm like, nah, fam. But yeah, once we break these highs, I'm probably gonna break even just to keep it short. Because once we break those highs, I honestly don't want to see it come all the way back down to these levels. But like I said, everything's rejecting. Everything's looking good. So what I'm going to do, calling it a day. I'll talk to everyone tomorrow. Appreciate Makai for you being here.
Yes,
We're just
sir.
going to let it all play out. If this plays out, we'll make back all the losses we had. So it's all about just having one good trade. And if we take the L, it is what it is. We come back stronger tomorrow. Try to make it back again. But with that being said, appreciate everyone for watching. If you didn't already, make sure you like, comment on the video, share it with someone. If you learned anything from this, make sure you subscribe and stay motivated by the fear of being average. And I'll talk to everyone tomorrow for my next live trading session. Like I said, I'll keep the Telegram chat updated with this trade idea. But with that being said, I'll talk to everyone tomorrow. Makai, you got anything you want to say?
No, sir. I'll see you guys tomorrow too.
All right, bro. I'll talk to you. You be safe.